Good morning, everyone. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a great pleasure to have you here. I think we can tell that probably it was my idea, like a little bit like to host you here for the first summit. This is not the last summit, that's for sure. And it's so nice to have so many of you here. You can come anytime, by the way. It's a really, really lively place, and then it changes a lot of times that what kind of new innovations we have from Ericsson. I didn't know that I can make a list for Santa Claus just like Anders did. So I have a little bit of different presentation. Sorry about that. So let's talk about then the Ericsson Garage, which became, since February, became the front end towards the urban ICT arena. And then I tried to explain to you what Ericsson Garage is and then why we think from Ericsson, through the Ericsson Garage, that it is so important for us to have urban ICT arena, and what are our plans and what we can do together to make Sweden great again. So Ericsson Garage is a knowledge and technology incubator. It's very, very important. It's not yet another business incubator. This is very important. We are working with very, very ideas. So it's important to understand that business case kills the idea. So instead of really you are obsessed with the business case or you're obsessed with technology, like Anders, this is very good for building an infrastructure. But when it comes to innovate on top of this, it's very important that you are really obsessed with the pain point. And urban ICT really gives us a vast majority of pain points. What we can have in an automated and automagic city, how the citizens should live, how academia, how together with other big partners like ABB or IBM or StockHub, we can work together. So this is very, very important for us, learning lots of knowledge. The other one is that it's a perfect open innovation test bed. We can test here. We can build minimum viable products. So we can create something. We can experiment in a very controlled and very nice way when we don't have to be we don't have to be risk about failing. So it's a very safe environment. Very important for us. Of course, it can give us a totally different attitude when it comes to our employees or our partners. They can come here, they can test themselves out. We can bring in, just like we did, operators and then other cities, we can bring in, and then we can test them together here in Stockholm, in the urban ICT arena. And more than that, it could be a blueprint for them so they can take it away and they go back home and then show them what they are having. So all in all, I think it's very, very important that urban ICT gives us a very new open innovation platform in two different ways. One of them is open when it comes to us, and open when it comes to that it's open in the city. So it's a controlled environment for outdoor testing. So we really can have new engagement with our current customers and with our new customers and then new partners as well. So that's very important. So what are we planning to do? We are planning 4 different tracks now, and that started this year in the Ericsson Garage. One and most important, of course, for us is our own customers, the operators. How we can bring them here, how we can create something together with them. And not just, of course, with the Swedish and Nordic operators, but also operators from all over the world. How we can bring in Axiata from Malaysia, how we can bring in Etisalat from Dubai, who is really, really pushing now to have a very beautiful Dubai Expo 2020. How we can learn together, how we can be inspired, what we can learn from them as well. The second one is very important, our own employees. They have to have a very good place to play around. Ericsson has lots of people here in Sweden, but we have 110,000 people all over the world. And from all the garages, all the people who would like to innovate, either with critical machine-type communications, anything which is related to a sustainable future, they could come here and test themselves out. Startups, especially from this year, became very, very important. We had our first Ericsson Garage Startup Challenge during the dry season, meaning is that we did this during the summer. 3 weeks, more than 150 companies applied from all over the world. We had a live, as part of the Stockholm Tech Fest, we had a live Dragon's Den here. And of course, the winners are onboarded and got an opportunity to be in the urban ICT arena. So we are using Urban ICT Arena as a great asset also for us. It's a great value what Ericsson could give, for example, to startups, or as a matter of fact for academia. We started to have discussions how we can have a university challenge in Dubai together with Etisalat and Intel, and the grand prize winner will come to Stockholm and get an opportunity to be in the Urban ICT Arena. We just had a meeting with Malaysia, with the universities there, how together with Axiata we can have an innovation challenge and then come them, and they love this. They really see Stockholm as a vibrant, innovative city, and they love that Ericsson can bring them here and then onboard them and work together with you, who are also very important stakeholders. So this is what we are planning to do. And then today we already have a very, very nice platform. 1 year ago, 18 months ago, last April, we had only 2 garages all over the world. But now we have like 14, 3 in North America, tons in Europe. We had the first one open up a couple of weeks ago in Beijing. Melbourne and also Singapore is really there. As you could see that in Sweden, we have already 4, Göteborg, Lund, Linköping, and here in Stockholm, Karlskrona is already up in the pipe. So we really can bring the whole world and whole Sweden down here to Urban ICT Arena, and vice versa, we can bring Urban ICT Arena also out to the world. So I hope that we can really positively, in a win-win situation, leverage the global reach of Ericsson, which is we are in 180 different countries. So this is our plans, and this is what we are doing, Petra.
Amazing. It's amazing, Sandor, and it scares me. It means more work for us, but a lot more benefit for everyone, and that's super great. So thank you, Sandor.
Thank you very much.
But before you leave, I have to ask you the mandatory question now. What would you, as a citizen, wish for in an Automagic city?
I think it would be super good that this Automagic city is also sustainable from a stress perspective. That is basically stressless. I would like to have a very calm and livable city where you don't have to stress about transportation, about your safety, about all of these things. So for me, probably one of the biggest pain points is this extra stress when the city gives you, and especially when it's a big urban place. Like if you've been to Sao Paulo or Beijing or Singapore, you know what I'm talking about. So let's try not to have that here in Sweden and Stockholm or all over the world when we talk about smart cities.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Thank you again,
Thank you very
Sandor.
much.